want to ask you, Scott, because we're coming up on the last week of the NFL season, and the Bengals still have hope. They have given me hope to pay attention to this god-awful season until the very last week. I'm invested. I'm watching. So there were four things that had to happen in order for the Bengals to make the playoffs. First off, they have to win out. And after Zach Taylor trying not to win out last night, the Bengals win. They beat the Broncos, and they now just have to beat the Steelers to complete that checkbox. No. The Colts had to lose one of the two last final games of the year. They lost today to the Giants. Thank you, Giants, for taking out the Colts and helping the Bengals. And then the final two things that need to happen. Miami has to lose one of their last two games. They destroyed Cleveland today. They play the Jets next week. Doesn't look good there. And then the final thing that has to happen is the Chiefs have to beat the Broncos next week. The Chiefs have locked up the number one seed. They have nothing to play for. No starters are going to go into that game. The Broncos are playing for a chance at the title or at the playoffs, so they have everything to play for. This isn't going to end well for me, right? Like we're not going to end well at all. At this point, I only need two things to happen. I need three. I need the Bengals to win, I need the Dolphins to lose, and I need the Chiefs to win in order for the Bengals to make the playoffs. How does this go horribly wrong for me?
The Chiefs blowing a big lead. Like all year, they've struggled to put up a lot of points and have won by the skin of their teeth. This week with backups across the board, they're gonna be cruising, and you're gonna be like, yeah, this is happening. The other two things will have already happened, and next thing you know, the Chiefs are gonna blow it. They're gonna lose by 1 point, and Cam Ward's gonna be like, hey, I don't get drafted.
I don't need to play anymore. If you don't play for
so mad.
If you don't play for Pop-Tarts, what are you really playing for? Honestly, like, if you can't do it for that, I'm sorry. I don't want you on my team. I told you that earlier.
Chiefs lose 36-35 on a walk-off field goal by the Broncos.
Even worse. How about this as an even worse one for me? The Chiefs lose 36-35 after Butker misses a field goal that would have won it. So not only do the Chiefs lose, but the guy that I really kind of hate the most on the team gets turned on by all the people who are defending it, defended him after all of it. Like then they're all on my side. But I think you're right. I think two of the three things end up happening. But let's say it's this. Let's say the Bengals win and then the Dolphins lose, and it comes down to the Chiefs. If you're the Chiefs, what do you want to do? Do you want to win the game and allow the team that's got your number into the playoffs? Or do you want to lose the game and have a division rival make it into the playoffs? It's a very tough question for the Chiefs to answer. They hold the power of who to let into the playoffs with that last spot. So what do you do, Scott, if you're a fan of the Chiefs? Which one do you want? Do you want your division rival to make the playoffs, or do you want the team that seems to have your number into the playoffs?
If I'm a fan of the Chiefs, we're losing that shit so we can dust up the Broncos. They suck. I mean, I am a fan. I want least resistance. The Broncos and their non-starter players, or the Chiefs rather, and their non-starter players that are going to be in there, they're going to be trying to win that game. So, you know, I sure hope for the Bengals' sake that they somehow figure out a way to pull it off, because go figure. That's the only way that they have to get in, is if the team that they've spent the last, 3 seasons hating the most is to win with backups.
They can Thanos the shit out of us. They can snap and the Bengals are gone.